Rem says that they will soon begin the technique, and both of them sit down on the ground. Rem explains that humans can naturally draw out superhuman strength when in a pinch. The heart of superhuman allows one to control their actions as they need. His concentration and senses are key here. Rem thinks that Encred learned from that slacker and damned cat. On top of that, he was trained by that lump of muscles as well, so he believes their squad leader would be able to take this much. Rem explains that what he needs is faith. He has to blow up his heart just enough so that it won't burst. Encred asks what he means by blowing up the heart. Rem begins his demonstration by beating his heart faster. Encred feels those vibrations through his hand, and thinks that Rem's heart is pounding violently. It's almost as if his heart would jump out of his chest. He can feel all of this with his fingertips. Encred gives a slight smile and understands what Rem was talking about earlier. Rem stops the demonstration and tells Encred to start this by doing it slowly. Just a quarter of what he's doing here would be fine. Rem tells him with a grave expression that his heart will burst if he tries to overdo it. Rem places his hand firmly on Encred's chest, and Encred thinks that he needs to do just as Rem said. Encred's eyes flash with excitement, and he tells his heart to blow up. All the lunatic squad watches in anticipation of their captain's great feat. Rem feels slight vibrations coming from Encred's heart, and he says that his worries were useless. He tells Encred that he isn't doing anything here. Rem questions that he improves like a genius out of nowhere, and then he stops suddenly. Encred begins sweating on his truth, getting close to being discovered. Rem becomes serious and asks if he's messing with him again. Auden also chimes in and says he can't deny that fact either. Jackson also agrees, and Ragna says that their captain has always been like that. Encred becomes nervous and asks Rem if it's even possible to control one's own heart. Rem gives an annoyed look, asking Encred if he's serious right now. Encred replies that he's trying his best here. The day turns into night, and Encred keeps on practicing. The next day, the same thing follows with Encred practicing again. Rem becomes agitated and asks what he is doing here. He demands to know if he's even trying it or not. The morning turns into the evening, and our boy is still trying to get his heart blown up for him. Rem asks why he is still not doing it. The evening soon turns into night, and our boy is still trying. Rem yells and asks what the hell is wrong with him. From the tent, Ragna tells them to do this tomorrow and get some sleep right now. Rem enters the tent with anger and dissatisfaction all over his face. He sits down on his bed, and Kreis asks where their boss is. Rem says that he has gone to swing his sword, apparently. Jackson cleans his dagger and tells Rem that Encred might not be learning his skill because it's useless. It would be better if he trained their squad leader instead. Rem calls Jackson a sly rat and tells him to get lost. He is not in the mood to talk right now. Ragna says that if motivation isn't the problem here, then it must be the teacher who's at fault. Rem calls Ragna a lazy ass and tells him to shut up. Ragna gets up from his sleep and picks up his sword. He calls Rem to come here. Kreis says that they should better not fight inside the tent, but settle things outside. As for Rem, he remains deep in his thoughts. He thinks that Heart of Beast is something that he has created by modifying the skills of his tribe. One needs to get a sense of it with a spell first, and then learn to control it by oneself later on. Rem hits his bed and thinks that no matter what he tries, their squad leader is just not getting it. He thinks that in his village, even the spellcasters couldn't get it in one try. Even if they did, they would all die accidentally. Rem tries to calm himself down and says he shouldn't be in a rush. Their squad leader took way too long to even learn the basics of Heart of Beast. He needs to be a bit patient. Their squad leader seems eager to learn that technique, so he must keep at it, and if he feels there's no hope, then he would give up. Rem clicks his tongue and heads to sleep with dissatisfaction. On the other hand, Encred practices with his dual swords. He sweats profusely and thinks that he'll learn the true Heart of Beast no matter what. The next day, Encred goes back to practicing again. Everyone from the lunatic squad once again assembles to watch the training session. After having the practice session a couple of times, Rem feels dissatisfied. He says that they should stop it here for today. He believes this might not work for him. Suddenly, Encred grabs Rem's hand and says he wants more. With a serious expression, he tells Rem to keep going. Rem says that he knows what he's trying to do here, but there's no point in trying when he's not going to succeed in it. Encred bites his teeth and tells Rem to do it harder. He has to stimulate his heart more. Rem wonders if this guy is serious right now. He warns Encred that he's forgetting about something here. If he's not gentle with his heart, then it will pop. Rem seriously asks if he wants to get killed right now. Encred also seriously replies to do just as he said. Rem becomes nervous and wonders what's wrong with their leader. If he goes along with this, then he won't learn it. Not only that, but this might lead to his death. Even if he doesn't die, he'll end up as a cripple. Encred's face shows strong resolve and determination, and Rem thinks that he doesn't want to deny this request. Rem places his hand harder on Encred's chest. He wonders how stupid their boss could be. He thinks Encred is asking for it because he knows that he will be fine. Rem says that he'll start it now, and Encred braces himself. Encred's heart starts beating violently, and the veins on Encred's neck and face begin to bulge out. His eyes start to turn red, and he says that this was the right choice. Rem wonders what he is saying now. Encred's heart wasn't able to take any more pressure, and it burst out. Encred also chokes up, and blood comes out of his mouth. Rem becomes terrified and says, "What has he done?" Suddenly, all three members jump in to separate Rem and Encred from each other. Auden quickly pulls back Encred. Ragna strikes in the middle, and Jackson takes hold of Rem's hand. Ragna becomes aggressive and calls Rem an idiot. Auden shouts and demands to know what he did to their brother. As for Encred, he begins drifting into unconsciousness. His heart stops beating, and he dies. Soon enough, Encred goes back to the dream world. The wandering spirit comes to Encred and says that it doesn't understand one thing. This today was not a wall, so why did he have to die here? Encred replies that he chooses his own walls. The spirit asks, "Just what is he thinking?" Encred replies that he chose the method that he knew best to learn the heart of beasts.